Let me know when we ready. We good? Hey, yo, we good? It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, baby. Hold on. Let me put my uniform on. I got to put my uniform on. But before we do that, let's play our cut. Yeah.
I said, please, pride don't get in the way. Don't start to talk loud. Don't have nothing to say. I said, please, pride don't get in the way. Don't start to talk loud. Don't have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Please, pride don't get in the way. Don't start to talk loud. Don't have nothing to say. I said, please,
it's a good look
pride
right there,
don't
right?
get in the way. I said, please, pride don't have nothing to say. I said, please, pride don't get in the way.
Don't like it.
Loud.
Don't like it if it's easy.
Pride don't get in the way. Don't
Friday night, baby.
Loud. Don't have nothing to say.
How y'all feeling?
Pride don't get in the way.
How y'all feeling? I hope y'all feeling good. Feeling like real men and women should.
Pride don't get in the way.
I said what?
Talk loud. Don't have nothing to say.
I said who?
Pride don't get in the way. I said please.
Pride don't get in the way. I said please. Pride don't get in the way. Don't get in the way. Don't get in the way.
Yes.
Back it up now.
Yo.
I'm back. Yo. Oh, boy. So it's the Daily Go Get a Business Show Friday night. Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We all up in your area. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show. I'm your host, Sun752. Tonight we are talking about don't want it if it's too easy. Don't want it if it's too easy. A lot of people have this mentality. I'm not going to say that it's good. I'm not going to say that it's bad. It's whatever fits you. Whatever your conditioning is, whatever you've been taught, however you've been taught will determine whether you like things the easy way or whether you like things a little hard, a little difficult, a little exclusive, a little, a bit of a challenge, right? So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get a Business Show. What are y'all feelings on things that are easy? Do you have less respect for things that are easy? Do you take on the mantra of if it's easy, anybody can have it? And if anybody can have it, then it ain't worth nothing. And it's funny how we look at things that way when we look at things that way. But when it comes to certain things, you could you could pair up the word easy with accessible. Do we like things that are accessible? Normally we do. But we pick and choose what things that we are going to value as being accessible and things that we're going to say, I don't know. So when it comes to things that we want, material items, we want those things to be easy. We want them to be easy for us and hard for everybody else, though. Think about it. We want to show that we worked hard for what we have and that we went through all the proper channels and that we took our bumps and bruises and that we paid our dues and that we did the right things. We didn't get our things by getting grandfathered in. Nobody looked out for us. Nobody held our hand through the process. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at different screens. I have 3 computer screens. I'm looking at the screens to make sure we good here. We good? Hey, yo, we good? I think we are. Good. Thanks for coming on through, y'all. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. When y'all come through, please hit that like button. Please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We're going to have a good show tonight. We're talking about if it's easy, nobody will want it, basically. If it's easy, I don't want it. If it's easy, I don't want it. Because that means he can get it, she can get it, everybody can get it. There's no exclusivity in the thing that we're talking about. But what are we talking about exactly? What are we talking about specifically? Because that will separate the men from the boys on what we want easily and what we want to actually have to fight for. So like I said, when it comes to success, we want it to be easy for ourselves, but we want it to be hard for everybody else. And we want the perception of it being hard to everybody else, but not necessarily ourselves. You know what I mean? The respect for success often comes in the hard work that you put in, the dues that you paid, the time that you spent, the patience that you displayed. You know, Like, yo, nobody can say that they didn't work hard for theirs, that they didn't go for theirs, that they didn't have ambition, that it just dropped in their life. They were not overnight successes. They had to wait a lot of nights. They spent a lot of nights working, grinding. What up, Stacy White? Thanks for coming on through. And what the heck? Talking about, can we get a karate chop? What is a karate chop? Is that like a pork chop or a lamb chop? You want me to get my Bruce Lee on? Woo. The Chicken Council. What's good? And my big bro, Lawrence Sakel is all up in the house. What's good? What's good? You know what I'm saying? He done came through. I appreciate you. Can we get a karate chop? Yeah. Hachi tachi. Ha. Kia. Huh. All right. We may have been brought up with parents that told us and taught us if it's too easy, then you shouldn't deal with it. Especially if we're talking about a girl. If any man and every man can have her, then she ain't no good. And we wanted to listen to that, didn't we? We tried to listen to it. But the fact of the matter was, I'm like, but Dad, did you see her? But Mom, she got the bow and the boom and the bow. I got to get with her. I don't care who came before me. I got her now. You understand what I'm talking about? What up, Bob? Thanks for coming on through. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming through. I do. So yeah. Our parents' upbringing, their teachings, their counselings, all of that stuff weighs heavily for us until we get into certain situations where we want something more than they understand how much we want it. So when you start becoming really involved with the opposite sex, when you start to really notice the opposite sex and start understanding the value that they bring into your life, you know what I mean? Yeah, you might have to wait for your boy to finish with her. Or some dude that you just know. Yeah, she go with such and such, but as soon as they break up, I'm stepping in. I got to have her. The Chicken Council. Okay, let's see about it. He says, I summoned a chicken. His name is Jack. Give him, I don't know what that is. In chat, because it's his favorite food. I don't know what that is though. You're gonna have to actually write what that is in the chat. It could be a cricket. I don't know. It could be a bean from what I see. I don't know. But anyway, don't want it if it's too easy. You might want it if it's too easy. Oh, a caterpillar. Is that what it was? I couldn't tell. A caterpillar. I wonder if I have that emoji. I wonder. My man changed his name. What up, Rection? Make me say it the right way. What up, Rection? Make me pronounce the first two letters. Make me do it. I ain't doing it. You won't get me this time. Anyway. Don't want it if it's too easy. If it was easy, everybody would be able to have it. Everybody would be able to do it. We've heard that before. If it was easy, anybody could do it. But then again, on the flip side, when somebody wants to encourage you to be able to do something, they'll tell you, well, like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's easy peasy. Somebody like me says, the only things that are hard in life are the things that you don't know how to do. Everything is easy when you know how to do it. But when you don't know how to do it, of course it's going to be hard. Of course it's going to be hard. Of course it's going to be hard. Like calculus. Calculus is hard. Trigonometry is hard when you don't know how to do algebra. Algebra is hard when you don't know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. It's extremely difficult. You get down the first 4 pillars of general math, and math is an easy thing to do no matter what the level. But when you struggle to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, decimals are hard. Fractions are hard. Percentages are hard. Geometry is hard. Algebra is hard. Trig is hard. Calculus is hard. It all starts from the beginning. You get it down. You get it down, and everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. Make sure that your game is tight. Does everything be all right? Yes, it will. So that's what we're talking about tonight, man. How y'all feeling? Are y'all good? Y'all good? What do y'all think about things that are easy? You ever had a girl that was easy? You ever made money the easy way? You know what? Hold on. Let me tell y'all about something right now. People, one thing that is very, very much misconstrued out here on these streets is that drug dealing is easy. They say it's fast money. Easy money, fast money. Anybody can sell drugs. I'm like, what? Anybody can sell drugs? You think anybody can sell drugs? You think it's easy? You think like there's nothing to it, huh? Well, fortunately for myself, I've grown up around a lot of drugs, drug dealers, drug users, that kind of stuff. Grew up around it, what I'm saying? It wasn't in my house. Well, not all the time. It wasn't. It was definitely in the house sometimes, but we wasn't supposed to know it was there, so I looked the other way. Anyway, drug dealing is not easy. You have rival drug dealers that want to stop your business, sometimes stop your physical business and put you up out of here, get rid of your whole crew. You have to run from the cops who are trying to stop your business. You have neighbors and other concerned, law-abiding citizens who don't want that stuff on the streets being sold near children, and they feel like it's a detriment to the community and society. It's not easy. Not only that, we were talking about math just a few minutes ago, and in order to be a drug dealer, you have to know how to do math. You got to weigh those drugs. They don't just come pre-packaged in little nickel bag, dime bag, quarters, 50s. They don't come like that. You have to weigh them. And you have to be abreast of what the market is, what the current market is. So you sell your weight at the current market value. Even inflation factors involve drugs. So yeah, you got to know how to weigh the scale. You have to know the difference between grams and ounces and pounds and keys. You got to know certain things. So even if you didn't graduate high school, you got to know how to do some math. Because if you just out there saying, oh, well, this looks like enough, yeah, you ain't going to make it out there on them streets too long. So people think that drug dealing is easy, but it's not. And the drug dealers that I know, they work all the time. They work all the time. You might see them one day and see them with the same clothes on the next day, the day after. They grinding hard. At least that's how it was years ago. These cats nowadays, I think they're a little too lazy when it comes to that. And I'm not promoting selling drugs, but it's funny how people think that selling drugs is easy money. Fast money, easy money. They equate the two. They join the two. It's fast money, it's easy money. Oh yeah? Well, what kind of fast or easy money involves having court dates to go to, being potentially shot at, hurt, kidnapped? Yeah, I've known about all of these kinds of things. So it's not sweet like that. But people think that it is. They're like, oh, so you think working at McDonald's is harder than selling drugs? Well, well. Let's see here. I shouted out the Chicken Council. He's talking. Zankanator. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. My man Aussie Mate. Thanks for coming through. And my man Rection. Thanks for coming through. I see that Zankanator doesn't like me too much. I can live with that. I've been here for a long time. I'll be here a long time after. This is all good. Thanks for coming on through. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Come through and hear my bullshit some more. Anyway, like I was saying. So, yeah. So, don't want it if it's too easy. We've been taught that, you know, things that are easy are low value, low cost, low weight. You know, they don't mean anything. But you can equate things that are easy with convenience. You know, that little word convenience. How do you think Walmart and Amazon and Target and all of those big box stores, how do you think they made so much money? Did they make it hard for you to find them? Did they make it hard for you to shop there? Does it seem like the convenience that they provide for you, the ease of finding them, finding their products, and even paying for them, does it seem to have hurt them? Do people run around calling them corny? And even if they do they give a shit? Those are multi-billion-dollar industries, multi-billion-dollar corporations, and they make Walmart. I remember a time when Walmart didn't sell food. I remember in the early 90s, I had never even heard of Walmart. I never heard of it. That's when Kmart was still out. I was like, look at this bootleg Kmart. Little did I know. But whether you were talking about Walmart, whether you were talking about Kmart, they made it easy for you to shop there. They didn't make it hard. In business, you make it hard for your customers to find you and make it hard for them to pay for your products. Guess what happens? You're out of business. You're out of business. Now, you might say, well, how do you explain Gucci? How do you explain Louis? They don't make it easy for you to afford their products. You're right. But Gucci and Louis is nowhere as rich as Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Lowe's, and Home Depot. Not even close. Not even close. So, yeah, you respect Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all of that kind of shit. And maybe even save up a bunch of your money or rob somebody in order to be able to get that stuff. But let's take a look. You know, since we some of us think that things that are easy have low value or whatever. Let's see how it translates into finances. How much is Gucci worth? Wow. Shit. I might have to eat these words. Let's see. The brand of Gucci amounted to approximately $17.8 billion in 2023, a slight decrease of around $300 million compared to the previous year. In that year, okay, wait a minute. All right. Well, let's see. Because I didn't think that they were worth that much. That's actually pretty impressive. 17.8 billion. Let's see how much Home Depot is worth. How much is Home Depot worth? Never mind, I was right. 380 billion. 380 billion. But maybe it's not fair to compare Home Depot to a clothing company. So let's do Walmart because they sell clothes at Walmart. They even have their own brand. How much is Walmart worth? $484.85 billion. 484 billion. So no, I didn't have to eat my words. 484 billion. So yeah, Gucci does well. Let me see. Let's see Louis Vuitton. How much is Louis Vuitton worth? God damn. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Now, wait a minute. Okay. In 2023, the Louis Vuitton brand was valued at approximately 26.3 billion US dollars. But then it says Louis Vuitton net worth as of March 28th, 2024 is 451 billion. They ain't make that much. Something's not right here. It was 47.2 billion in 2019. So I don't know. I know one thing. That shit ain't no 451 billion. Yeah, it ain't like that. Shit. Do you own a Louis bag? I don't know. I always think it's dumb to put up with that or buy that kind of shit. All right. All right. What's up, Infinity M35? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. And Cloven Beast. Oh, we got some demonic, satanic, Beelzebub type motherfuckers here. Cloven Beast. You're not a man, you're a Cloven Beast. That's what's up. It's the truth though, bro. You won't get shot. You won't get shot at. You won't get thrown in jail, or you'll just get wait a minute. You won't get shot at. You won't get thrown in jail. LOL. You'll just get rich. Doing what? Did I miss something that you said? Are you piggybacking off of what I said? Google Verbal Ace. He dropped 50K on a sexualizing cartoon. I'm not Googling that shit. Cloven B says, I heard that from a snitch guy I used to know when I was being investigated. LOL. He was pretty smart. Look, man. There are good ways and bad ways to do anything out here in this world. You know? But when it comes to drug dealing looks easy to those who never sold drugs or to those who don't use drugs. For people who use drugs, if you always calling your guy and he's always making himself available, what do you think? He doesn't sleep? Is he inhuman? It's not all that easy. It's not all that easy making yourself accessible like that. I bet you wouldn't do that with your 9-to-5 job. If you get finished doing your 8 hours or maybe a few hours overtime or something like that, you wish your boss would call you at home talking about listen, I need you to come back in. I know you just went home. But that's what drug dealers have to deal with. It ain't sweet like that. People don't make millions of dollars, and I'm only talking about the drug dealers who make millions of dollars, because a lot of cats that sell drugs, their salary, the money that they make equates to just having a 9-to-5 job. Not everybody is making money out here. Some people just maintain it. They're making enough to pay their rent, eat a few meals from the Chinese store. Buy your girl a pair of earrings and some shit like that. Drive around a little squatter, you know what I mean, or something. Yeah. But they say, don't want it if it's too easy. Yeah, we could talk about women. Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because a lot of dudes say, I don't want her if it's too easy to get her. Like if he can have her and he can have her and he can have her, then I don't want her. Like, oh yeah. Well, if you really wanted it in the beginning, then you'll make the necessary adjustments and accommodations to get her. And I know that. A man would tell another man a whole bunch of bullshit like, nah, man, I don't mess around with no hoe or nothing like that. But y'all be up in the strip club, and ain't no virgins up there in the strip club. It ain't nothing but a bunch of hoes. And how do they make their real money at the strip club? It ain't by stripping. So they make good money by stripping, but they get more money by this, the after party. Because after party, it's the hotel lobby. Or it could be the backseat of a car or behind a dumpster in an alley. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You could dance on stage for what? 20 minutes, a half an hour. You know what I mean? Degrading yourself and all of that kind of stuff. And, dudes might get cheap. Every strip joint ain't a gentleman's club where they throwing hundreds and a bunch of G's at the chicks. But the bottom line is, if you enjoy going to the strip club, but you say you don't want a woman who's easy, you're lying, dude. You're attracted to hoes. You about that life. You are. So let's take it to another level. Don't want it because it's too easy. Because I always thought about that shit. So if your mama and your daddy told you that if a girl that you like gives it up to you too fast or too easy, then you shouldn't really take her seriously, because she probably does that to all the other men. All the other men can have her if she gives it up to you. Now, a nigga like me, I said a nigga like me, I will rationalize how to get through them thighs. I've got to do this a couple of tries. I'm like, I gotta have you tonight. I am horny and I'm gonna get with you, even if I gotta throw money. Well, maybe not if I gotta throw some cash, but I'm gonna make sure I do something to get up in that ass. It's all about me and you. What we do stay between me and you. Everybody else is poo. And I ain't trying to hear nothing they say. Gotta break the laws of mom and daddy today. All right. So my question is, if you make a woman feel bad about giving sex to you when you know damn well you wanted sex from her, what does that say about you? Like, you mad because she gave you what you want, or you mad because she gave you what you wanted and you worried about what somebody else got before you? I'm like, ain't nobody else here right now. It's just me and you. Oh, baby. Just that too. It's just me and you. We love King Owen Galapon. Let's go. You know boxing? No, I don't know boxing. I ain't gonna lie. Cats be like, yo, you watching the fight this weekend? I'll be like, who? And they be talking about the lightweights, the middleweights, and no, I was like, no, I can't. I don't know. I haven't followed boxing since the heavyweights. I can't. I haven't followed boxing since the heavyweights, so I don't know. Most of the I can't front. Most of the boxers of today I do not know. By name, sight, I don't know their skill level. I haven't seen any fight. Honestly, I haven't seen a boxing match in years. I didn't even really realize that. I'm like, I didn't see any last year. And I don't remember seeing any in 2022 either. There weren't any in 2020 because that was the COVID year, and there may not have been any in 2021. So that's a dub. Y'all just be saying anything. But I ain't mad at y'all. I ain't mad at y'all for real. Yeah, I know Manny Pacquiao, but ain't he old? Like, Manny Pacquiao, his prime was like, what, 12, 15 years ago? Is he still fighting? Like, I know Floyd retired. Manny Pacquiao still fighting? Wow. Is he still good? What's his record now? What's Manny Pacquiao's record? What's Manny Pacquiao's boxing record? Okay, 62, 8-2. That's a good. That's pretty good. Well, shoot, I remember when he was putting in work. I remember when they were saying that Floyd was scared to fight him. But Floyd was like, until y'all test that motherfucker, until he tests for steroids, I'm not fighting him. And he wouldn't test. He was like, nope. Yeah, Manny was hiding something. Okay, Gervonta, or is it Hervonta Tank Davis? No, I don't. All I remember, I did see. What's that the little freaky black kid? The one they were saying was gay. You know what I'm saying? He would do all those stupid ass antics in the ring. He was good, but he fucked around and got knocked out by some dude. He guaranteed. What was his name? Something with a B. What was his name? But one thing is for sure, boxing ain't easy. Boxing is not easy. No professional sports are easy. But speaking of ease of professional sports, I'm going to get back to this girl situation when it comes to men in a few minutes. But I've heard people say that, sports, like all they got to do is play basketball for a living. Like it's easy. I'm like, you ever play basketball all day? Is it easy? Have you ever had to work out for a living? No, I'm not talking about when you get off of work and you go to the gym, or Saturday morning when you wake up after working all week and you go to the gym and work out for a couple of hours. I ain't talking about that. Do you know what it's like to have to work out for a living? Do you know what it's like for your whole livelihood to be dependent upon you competing with the best in the world on center stage in front of the whole world? And you got to make those shots. You got to be able to keep your body healthy in order to keep your contract value up. Ain't no easy ass professional sports. Most of these cats that be talking that shit, you put a basketball in their hands and ask them to play for 10 minutes, full court, even half court. They won't be able to play for the next 2 weeks. Like, oh my God, I haven't played so long. Oh, my legs hurt. I feel like I can't walk. Everything hurt. My shoulder, my back. I don't know what happened to me. It feels like I got the flu. It feels like somebody beat me with bats. Yeah, well, imagine having to do that day in and day out. And that's just basketball. Basketball is a contact sport. And think about football. So, when I hear people say things like, we pay all of these sports celebrities all of this money, and meanwhile we underpay our teachers and our policemen and our firemen. And I'm like, the fuck? First of all, policemen and firemen are overpaid. Grossly overpaid. The fuck out of here. Talk about not having to do shit. They have all the discretion about whether they do their job or not. Ain't nobody out there watching them. They see a crime, look the other way. They shake people down. I'm not even gonna get into my personal feelings about all that shit. Firemen, ain't no fire. What are they doing? Some of them are paramedics, not all of them. What are they doing when it's not a fire? What are they doing? What are they doing? And plus, and teachers. They always complain about teachers being underpaid. I'm like, underpaid how? How? You see, do you know any homeless teachers? All the teachers I know have been able to buy a house, afford a car, dress nice, be able to shop. They have children. They take care of their families. I'm like, well, when people start lining up in order to lining up and paying money, high ticket prices to get into the classrooms, and I'm not talking about college. I'm talking about for that particular teacher, then she'll make just as much money. When a teacher can prove to the school, like, yo, y'all ain't teaching nothing without me. Like, ain't nobody gonna come to the school if I'm not working here, because they here to see me. See, that's what sports and see. You never notice they talk about sports. They downgrade sports celebrities like they shouldn't be making a lot of money, but they don't talk that shit about actors and singers. I'm like, and their job is not easy either. Aaliyah Gomez, thanks for coming through again. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. We love King Owen Gallopant says, I'm always getting the silver and bronze because when I fight in the gold, I always rubbed, or I always get rubbed. Okay. Well, shoot. Boxing is a tough sport. And if you fought in the Golden Gloves, or you fought in you were in the Olympic trials or made it to the Olympics, you had the gold. If you won the silver or the bronze, you did good. Some people don't win shit. What's your real name? I want to look you up. If you've actually competed in the Olympics, and thanks for coming through. Aaliyah says, I just got home from an event. That's what's up. At Guhag. Wow. Wazum 2FL. Ist here los. I got nothing. I don't even know what language that is. Not dissing. I don't know. We love King. Appreciate that. Yeah, holla at me. That's good money. It's good money. And good luck. Keep banging it out. Appreciate that. But yeah. So getting back to the whole, when women hold out, because a lot of men, they like women who make it hard for them to, like no. They do like the Steve Harvey 90-day rule. Like, you got to wine me and dine me and date me and all of that for like 90 days before I consider myself to give up some nookie. You know what I mean? No coochie for you until 90 days. It's like the probationary period at your job. You ain't safe on this job for 90 days. No absences, no latenesses, no bullshit. No craziness. Okay. So you wait 90 days or longer to get with this chick because she's not making herself readily available to you. And you're supposed to think that she does this to every man. Do you think that she does this to every man? Do you? Because that's the way it's supposed to work, right? If she makes you wait, then she makes everybody wait, which means that she don't give it up. Well, I'm going to have to put you on with a little truth. And the truth is that a woman gives it up fast to who she wants to, and she gives it up slow to who she wants to. just like a man will wait for who he wants, and he'll make another woman, give it up a little faster. Like, look, I ain't got time to be, messing around with you, shorty. You know what I mean? You need to show and prove. I took you out once, twice, 3 times. It's time for you to give it up. It's mine. I shine with you. Yo, I want to get with you, but you acting like a little witch too. But I like your attitude sometimes, but sometimes you act like a little queen on the scene, and I mean to have a little something with you, but you don't know what you trying to do. You make me wait, and I know that you didn't make the next man, but here I am doing what I can, and I'm trying to hang in there like a little dangling piece. But yo, give me a piece. Just a small thing. Let me put the head in. Yo, let me get with this thing like Fred and Wilma, Flintstone. My shit is hard like a stone. You know I can't do it on my own. Yo, help a brother out for a second. Take a second to record, a minute to get up and in it. I promise not to bust fast. I just want to be able to palm that ass. Make a little something out, like make joy. I ain't trying to make a girl a little boy, 53 years old, can't do that shit. I'm looking, I got baby in stomach and shit. All right, anyway. Thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate that. We here on weeknights, we're here every night, 1 a.m. on weeknights. Now on the weekends, because we open for business every day. On the weekends, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all come through. So if you sub, hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know when we coming on. Thanks for coming through, though. I appreciate that. Appreciate you too, Guhag. Appreciate it. Mucho. But yeah. So most men are supposed to believe that if she makes you wait, then she made every man wait. How many of y'all believe that? And I'm not saying that you're wrong, because it could be true for some. But here's the thing. Let's say you wait 90 days to finally get some loving. Finally get some loving. You wait the whole 90 days. Yes, you did. And what if that coochie is like, this thing is garbage? Some men still believe in like no sex before marriage. And you know what? I don't know about y'all. Maybe I'm too much of maybe I'm just too skeptical. But I just think that something is odd about a man who doesn't want to have sex until he gets married. I don't care how religious he is. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to hear that. Something is wrong. So either his pipe game weak and whack, he like, just like you have women who give the twat up, and dudes, ride out on them like, oh no, I'm out. I got what I wanted. I'm gone. That don't happen to girls with no good coochie. They don't get skated on. Dudes be like, shoot, I want to be with you forever. I don't care if you yell and scream, cuss me out, talk shit. I ain't going nowhere. I gotta wring this rag out a little bit more. Might not have been hard for you though. So if it's easy for you, and that's what you wanted in the first place, what's the problem? If she made it easy for you, and you wanted it in the first place, and it's a good thing, what's the problem? Did you forget that you was grown? Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. I got 1 like up here. Come on now. Y'all, we can do better than that. I know we can do better than that. I know that we can do better than that. But anyway, yeah. So we're supposed to believe that if a woman holds out on us, then she'll hold out on all the other men before us and definitely after us. Well, what if it ain't worth waiting for or holding out for? And for the people who don't want to have sex until marriage, I've tried hard to understand that mentality over the years. I really have. I've struggled with it. Like, I wonder if I could ever do it. I wonder if I could ever do it, even if it was just me and another woman, and we were the last two people on earth. Just one woman, one man. Would I want to wait until marriage? Like, there aren't too many things that I won't test drive. Like, I would never buy a car that I couldn't test drive. That's why I never bought a car from a car auction. If I can't drive the car, I'm not buying it. I don't care how cheap it is. I'm not buying it. Not me. The next man would do it. People buy cars from the auction all the time, especially around this time with tax time. People getting their money back. There's a lot of tax time vehicles being bought right now, and most of those shits is garbage. Think about it. A lot of those auction cars come from people whose cars have been impounded and they never went back and got their car. If your car is worth something, especially if you have like a car note on it or whatever, you're not going to let your car just stay in the impound yard. You're not going to do that. You're going to go get your shit. But if you figure, well, this shit was costing me a bunch of money, it was broke anyway, and so I would have to spend all of this money getting it out of impound, and then I got to get it fixed. Nope, let them fix it. And I don't think they ever fix cars at the auction. That should be Lemon City, man. Lemon City. Lemonosity. Anyway. Yeah. So you would marry a woman that you've never had sex with. Well, I know people who've done it. And I think it's odd. Like, well, I guess I could kind of see it if you already knew that you were going to marry a person. Like, you know, like I knew this was the one for me. So, you know, I figured I would wait. Maybe that's a level of love that I haven't. I'm not even sure if I want to be that much in love. Like, wait a minute. wait a minute. I don't know. I don't know. But don't want it if it's too easy. You ever buy a car? Most car dealerships make it easy for you to buy a car. Even though when you buy a new car, you're in there all day. You're in there all day. They get that paperwork together and all of that. You're in there. It's an all-day thing. I still don't understand why. I guess it takes a long time to get the paperwork together and all that kind of shit, but it's a pain in the ass. Don't want it if it's too easy. When you were in school, if your schoolwork was too easy, were you bitching at your teacher like, yo, this is too easy? I ain't like that homework last night. I mean, if you're learning what you need to learn, you're getting the scholastic educational experience that you were supposed to get. What's the problem? I mean, it may not be too easy for everybody. It may be just easy for you because maybe you're like mentally gifted. MG classes. Anybody ever used to be in those MG classes? They put me in MG classes when I got in high school. I was like, I don't need that shit now. Don't try to tell me I'm mentally gifted now. I needed that shit, you know what I mean, in 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, when it counted. I ain't mentally gifted now. They were. They got to leave class for a couple of days and go to this strange MG place. Anyway, don't want it if it's too easy. Don't want it if it's too easy. It's all a mentality that probably has been passed down to us from people that we knew. You know, your old head might have told you, you know, if it's too easy, don't do it. Like, it's like setting a trap. And I can understand how people feel like things that are easy are like falling into a trap, because when you try to catch an animal, what do? You make it easy. You feed them. You leave the food where they can easily get it. And that might be where you set a trap to be able to capture them, take them home, or, you know, to eat it. But yeah, so yeah, I understand it from that standpoint. Things that can be easy can be a trap also. So yeah, I get that part. But I guess you kind of have to know how to pick and choose when it comes to that sort of thing. Not everything that's easy is always going to be a trap. Some of the things are, though. Like maybe if you had a child with somebody, they made it like she got pregnant real easy and she got pregnant real fast. Was it a trap? Was it? Well, it actually may have been, but you're probably never going to find that out for sure. And I'm thinking that a trap has to work two ways. It can't just be the person who's setting the trap. It's not when it comes to childbirth. Like it's kind of dumb to trap somebody into having a child with you, because you're going to have to contribute to raising that child also. But not everybody puts that much thought into it. It's pretty obvious that some people don't think that way. And that can put you behind the 8 ball. What are some of the things that we consider to be easy? Have you ever played an instrument? You ever play an instrument and, you know, you were just like a prodigy from the first time you picked it up? You were Prince or Stevie Wonder. You just pick that shit up and start playing. You know, like my trusty triangle. Y'all know y'all haven't seen a triangle in years. I got one. Triangle. Magic triangle. Yes. Don't want it if it's too easy. When you're going to a new place and you get directions, do you want those directions to be hard? Do you want the directions to be hard to understand, difficult to follow? When you use your GPS, do you want it to be hard to understand what the GPS is saying? Do you put the voice in the GPS to another language that you don't understand so you can make it a little bit more difficult? Do you enjoy being late to places or taking a long time to get there? I'm just asking. You know, since we say don't want it if it's too easy, well, do you take up the practice of making everything that you do hard? Does it have to be difficult in order to be of value to you? Does it have to be a little bit hard in order for you to be proud of it? And what does that say about us if we think that the things that are hard have to be the better things. You know, in my career, I've worked with two bosses. And they liked for things to be difficult. They didn't like things the easy way. So they made things hard. I had one of them that admitted it. Like, no, y'all got to keep up. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be the same old thing. It's not going to be something that's easy to figure out. And I remember thinking to myself, like, why would you want it to be hard? The masses of people are not going to gravitate towards things that are difficult. They're going to gravitate towards the things that are easy. That way they can have more time for the harder things in their lives to be able to figure those things out. But she didn't understand that concept. She figured if it was harder, then everybody else stepped they mental game up, and so they were superior. And I was like, it sounds good on paper, but that ain't it. Make it easy to read, easy to understand, and easy to do. And trust me, people will willingly do it instead of looking at it like, I don't really want to start this because it's going to take a whole lot of time and it's going to make my head hurt and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, make it easy. Make it really, really easy. We're about to get on about it here in a minute. We just about done. But yeah, I don't know. I like things that are easy. I like things that are easy and fast. You know, it won't take a long time to know if you like something. I don't think. But I would think that the things that are difficult to you are a little harder to like than the things that aren't. That's just what I'm thinking. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious March 29th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. My people. I'm sorry. Anjali Lighty turning 44 years old today. And also Arshola Brown, happy birthday to you. It's probably Arshola. Okay. And Pauline Jackson turning 37 years old today. And Hassada Blyden, happy birthday to you. And she's raising money for the Community Restore. That's what's up. And also, Jair Manochka, Manochka, I'm sorry, turning 38 years old today. And Tania Trippett, turning 57 years old today. And Terrell Wells, turning 54 years old today. And my cuz, Veronica Games Monaco, turning 57 years old today. What up, cuz? And also, Lethea Miller, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my girl go-getter, Julianne Adkins. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious March 29th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, they say that if it's easy, nobody will want it, and don't want it if it's too easy. But is that true? Does that go for you? Does it include him too? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I don't know. Personally, I think that you should, in business, I think that you should make things very easy, Very fast, very easy, very fast, very easy, very fast, very easy. The only reason why we have fast food as such a large industry is because they made it fast and they made it easy. Get you in and up out of there. Easy, fast, and economical. So winning formula in business. Is it a winning formula in love? I think that on the low it is. But I don't know if we're ready to have that conversation. We may have a conversation about it later on. We will be back tomorrow, which is kind of like today, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Urban Therapy with Sun show. I want to thank y'all for coming through. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And we're going to holler back. We're going to route. I wanted to see something before I get up out of here. Wanted to see something before we get out of here. Yeah. All right, hold on. Wow. Something interesting happened here. I didn't erase anybody's comments. So I think it's interesting that they went away. And I think I know why too. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. All right, let's get on up out of here. Holla back at y'all. Peace.